Welcome back to the show. Let's talk to Ronnie Chopra, an author with Wall Street Wire's Ronnie, morning to you. Let's talk cable, the Great British Pound, US dollar. You've been on the bull on this, calling it up to 140. You, to be fair, have got it more right than the technical analysts who have been.
Well, I'm not a fan of technical analysis, as you know. We had a nice little rise yesterday, a spike, because we were threatening to go to the 130 level. We were pretty much at 130, 20, 130, just nudging just slightly above that. But the GDP figures yesterday were better than expected, albeit slightly, but still better than expected. And all these Brexit doomsayers going on about, oh, the UK GDP figures are going to be bad, etc., but they were better than expected. And the pound appreciated. We're now hovering just above the 132 mark. And it's almost a dead cert that next week we're going to get a rate hike. Although I'm still not sure if we will get a rate hike next week. You too. But I was reading this morning that it's something like 80 to 90% of a rate hike being factored in. So I think there's going to be a little bit more upward movement before Thursday next week when the rate announcement occurs to 135. Okay, so I think we've still got another 300 basis points on cable, on the upside. But if we don't get a rate hike next week, we'll probably slip back, obviously, to the low 130s again. Why I say that I'm not sure if we'll get a rate hike is because I think the property market is extremely fickle at the moment. Everyone knows London is in a pretty perilous state, and parts of central London are down 15–20%. Estate agents don't like to say that, but facts are facts. And also with people's personal disposable incomes at a very low level, because earnings haven't increased over the last 10–15 years, or they're much less than inflation. Utility bills have been going up, and consumer spending is not as high as it should be. So if we get a rate hike, people are going to have even less money in their pockets to spend. And I'm not sure if the Bank of England are going to raise rates. I mean, they've said that they will, so it's still, it's 80–90% likely for that thing to happen. But anyway, going back to sterling, yes, I'm still a big believer that the pound is going to appreciate. We have all this kind of Brexit talk of uncertainty, etc., but just from a purchasing power point of view, the pound is very low against the US dollar. And we're getting more, all these people that went on about saying, oh, we're going to go down to parity, 105, 110. Now that the pound has appreciated somewhat against the US dollar, we're getting all these guys coming and saying, oh, yes, the pound is cheap. And whereas, yes, as you know, I used to say that when it was at 115, 120, the pound is too low, and we will go to 140. We haven't hit 140 yet. I hope we still reach it by the end of the year, so that I am proved right. We've come pretty close. We still have another couple of months left. We'll see what happens.
Ronnie, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.